completion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He gets this one to Burks.
It's a gain of 6, but not enough, as he'll be forced to punt on their first drive of the game. After last week's loss, you bet this offense probably wanted to come out with a little more fire than a 3-and-out.
And I'm sure that people are saying, hey, come on, Coach, what was the pregame talk? Have these guys ready to go? But you and I both know it goes into preparation and practice and being ready to go. That gives you the confidence to come out and play. They've got to find that fast.
Out come the Commanders to begin their first series, and they'll be led by a 5th-round rookie out of UNC, Sam Howell. The 1st and 10 here for Howell and the Commanders.
At the 45.
They run with the Alabama rookie, that's Brian Robinson.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Back to Robinson now on 1st down.
Runs over it. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
15 more yards there, and quickly another 1st down.
Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
From the 8, they've got it 1st and goal. They'll run with Robinson. And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. Brian Robinson Jr., his 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game. Just a 4-play drive that time.
And the rookie, Brian Robinson, finished things off with a touchdown run. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. From the 6.
The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive.
In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. 16 carries, 78 yards.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
He's hoping to have the same type of game, but he's going up against the #1 defense in the league, and they're very good at fitting the run. So now you've got to think offensive strategy, maybe a little more play action, and try and find some people up and down the field.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
That certainly looks like nothing to show now from these first 2 possessions, and guess what? When you're on a losing streak, that can lead to a full sense of, here we go again. So on the sidelines, the offensive play callers, quarterback, they've got to get together and dial something up to start their next drive. Otherwise, it could be a long game.
A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And the co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now with Robinson. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
Brian Robinson Jr.,
His second touchdown of the game, 17th on the year.
And the Commanders have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. The extra point by Sly is up and good.
And it's now 14-0. Scoring summary, 3-play drive.
And the rookie, Brian Robinson, finished things off with a touchdown run.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
From the 6. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw is Tannehill. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Tannehill. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now. Titans in possession of the football. On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. This will be fielded at the 17.
So that a 56-yard punt with a 14-yard return. Brian Robinson Jr. making his way back onto the field.
Whatever he was doing in September, they're hoping that that carries over now to October because he was sensational last month.
He absolutely was, and we all know where it started. At the end of last season, right? All the offseason preparation, the weight workouts, the sprints, right? The vision that he had, what he was going to do this season. And, of course, it all came together with the rest of the team. Those big fellas up front, leverage, and, boy, they getting downfield and creating extra blocks for him.
They really are. Everyone's been doing their job so far to create those holes. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
132 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. Robinson with another carry.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
So that CD, that was impressive. He got out of 3, maybe 4 tackles there on his way to the end zone.
And a lot of times when you break a tackle or slip a tackle, it actually slows you down. That's what we were taught. If you don't make the play, make him stop his feet so someone else can get there and tackle him. But not here. He just kept right on going.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And it's now 21-0. The drive there only spanning 3 plays.
And the rookie, Brian Robinson, finished things off with a touchdown run. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Coming up in prime time here in Week 5, a couple of division rivalries on the docket, beginning tonight in the AFC North with the Bengals and Ravens from Baltimore at 8:20 Eastern. Then tomorrow, Monday Night Football, Raiders and Chiefs from Arrowhead. The Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Jonathan Allen able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
3rd and long, it's Tannehill. steps away to his left. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford anymore at this point.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Set to go again. Here's Brian Robinson in the Commander offense.
And he's sure looking like a lock for a 1,000-yard season. Don't know if he's going to get it in this game, but he'd probably like to just to get past that point.
Yeah, and if he doesn't, as you noted, there's still time, still opportunity. There's still more games to be played. So, yeah, it's not a lock. But barring injury, it certainly looks like he's going to get there. And what an accomplishment that is. Anytime you get over 1,000 yards, you're celebrated in the NFL.
It's been quite a season. Still a couple chapters left in that book, though.
Faking the handoff. Howell.
He'll buy some time right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Second down and a run by Robinson.
And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action.
Howell to the air on 1st and 10. This will be caught at Samuel. Touchdown! Curtis Samuel, his first touchdown on the year. And the Commanders are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And a route is on here in this first half. So that drive, 4 plays.
And it was polished off by a Washington touchdown. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. Back to throw, Tannehill. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there. And can you believe it? It's a second safety in this ball game.
Right now, they're just trying to get to halftime because they need a break. This game, it's been a shellacking in every way, and they just got dripping backwards for a safety.
On the return, Johnson. Brian Robinson Jr. making his way back onto the field.
Might he be on his way to a record-setting performance here, Charles? Second quarter, and the yardage number already ridiculous.
And they always talk about just focusing on the next play. But sometimes it's okay to dream big because
I'm focusing on the fourth quarter already.
Listen, I don't blame you, though, because we could be witnessing some type of history here, and it's being done by him and, of course, the big guys up front who are creating the holes for him to run through.
Yeah, they've all been good so far.
First down, Howell to throw.
And this one is incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the intended target. That'll bring up second down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Howell throwing on 3rd down here. Completes it to Samuel. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts
as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about.
Holding offense.
So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
Another throw for Howell. And he will find his man Samuel. Touchdown, Washington.
Curtis Samuel in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Commanders would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the rout is on here in this first half. 5 plays there on that drive. And the result, a touchdown for Washington.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. Taken in at the 3.
And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. So we've reached halftime.
Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
Second half about to start. The Commanders have the lead. They'll get it first as we are back underway. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So here's Washington now to take over. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. Second half begins with a run by Robinson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Wow, 204 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
Right back to him on first down.
And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11. Here's Robinson, and not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Again, it's Robinson. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Howell tried to pick it up on 3rd.
Got his target, Samuel. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line, he provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
Again, it'll be Robinson, and he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Brian Robinson Jr.
An 8-yard touchdown run.
And the Commanders take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the second half. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Try to lay one up deep. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
In the third quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry.
And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. That's pulled in at the 32.
A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. Set to go again. Here's Brian Robinson, the Commander offense.
And he's closing in on that number that all running backs circled beginning of the year, the number 1,000. Could do it on this drive.
And you have to think to yourself that this moment, getting to this spot, it started in the offseason, right? Not just the workouts, right? Not just getting yourself physically prepared to play, but mentally, as well as your team, as well as your unit, head coach, offensive coordinator. We run the football. We give you opportunities. He's taking advantage of it.
And when you get this close to the mark, you just hope things don't tighten up, right? You probably want to get there and get it in your rearview mirror.
You really do, don't you? Because now it becomes predominant, and you wonder about play calling as well. Do you want to call plays to get that out of the way, or are you still calling plays to win the game first? That becomes the burden of the play caller.
Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down.
On 1st down, Howell. Going right back to Dotson.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. We have played 3 quarters.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Back now at FedEx Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. That's caught by Sims. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 23 yards on the play.
Robinson is in. Touchdown, Washington. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away.
Kicks it on the ground with a squib, taken around the 28.
And solid field position here to start as they get this out to the 40-yard line.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
Tannehill's throw pulled in by Woods. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the 4th quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have plenty of solid notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward.
On 1st down, it's Tannehill. And his throw is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Tannehill. And he'll just get rid of it. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Bullock's kick is good, and they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Brian Robinson Jr. making his way back onto the field.
I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
They'll throw on 1st down. Here's Howell.
And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked by Kevin Byard.
And the Titans are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? No. Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now?
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
After the sack on 1st down, Tannehill. And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down.
That catch for his career is number 589, so 11 away from 600, but it also right now ties him with Hall of Famer Fred Biletnikoff.
And we remember Fred Biletnikoff well because of the way he went about his business in catching the football. And we're seeing something similar here. Someone who runs precise routes, has excellent hands, and knows how to get the ball to the end zone.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. This is caught. It's Woods. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Extra point up and good by Bullock as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Now we get another look at Washington on offense. And it's looking all the more likely that a 5th straight win is going to be in the cards. They'll try to run some time here with a 1st and 10.
They start on the ground with Robinson here. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
241 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
A good gain on 1st has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
Robinson up the middle.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. They lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offense.
He's got a man complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, this has been another impressive display by this undefeated team, Charles, and it looks like they're going to stay that way after this one.
Yeah, one of the league's best offenses. They stayed on brand in this contest because they continue to look good at what they do. Just added a late touchdown. Now they're really hammering home just how good they've been all year long, letting the rest of the league take notice.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3.
And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24.
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Meanwhile, Tannehill's throw caught by Bird here.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. On first down, Tannehill. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Let's go.
Now a first down throw, Tannehill.
And he'll get this underneath to Henry. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. One last throw here for Tannehill.
One last shot at the end zone.
And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time is run out now on this game.